The Westerners have always controlled Africa for years, for centuries. They have always looked for a way to manipulate Africa. And we don't have sense. We are brainless. We don't have sense. Our brain cells are not properly working because we don't reason properly. What am I trying to say? They are bringing GMO foods to Africa. A lot of developed countries rejected it. France rejected it. Russia rejected it. Japan rejected it. Germany rejected it. A lot of developed countries rejected it. But Africa, they accepted it. Hey, you don't know the risks of what you are taking because you are foolish. What am I trying to say? This GMO food, no one knows. It may have a risk in future. Maybe in future you start to notice people will start dying anyhow because the risk of death in Africa now, sickness everywhere because you are eating what you don't know. In the olden days, in the ancient days, we eat only our food, we consume our own food. But now we are consuming the Western food and we are dying like fowls every day. Every day, this sickness, that sickness, this one sickness, different kind of sickness. Because we stopped consuming our own food and start consuming our slave masters' food. So this GMO food may be very risky. So people that are accepting it, you're putting the life of your citizen in danger. Because if developed countries can reject it and you accepted it, showing how foolish and stupid you are, they want to increase the death of Africa. They want more people to die so they can control you. In 2010, Bill Gates said they want to reduce the population of Africa. That Africa is growing fast. The population of Africa is growing fast. So if they did not do something now, 10 years to 20 years from now, Africa will be difficult to control. Africa will be difficult to colonize. That a lot of African countries are now breaking out from new colonization. Look at Burkina Faso, look at Niger, look at Mali. A lot of countries are breaking out from new colonization. 10, 20 years from now, Africa will be very difficult to colonize. So they want to look for a way to reduce your population. And your useless politicians or useless leaders are accepting what will kill the citizens. Whereas the goal of America and the Western countries is to reduce the population of Africa. They have openly come out and said that the fast-growing population in Africa is a threat to their governments. That if Africa keep growing this fast, if their population keep increasing, it is becoming a threat to our own government. And let's not go and look for a way to reduce their population. They give you rubbish to eat. You eat. That's why a lot of people are dying young these days. Before, Africa lived very long, 100 years, 120. But now, 60 years, they will write them call to glory or what? 60 years, they're writing call to glory. God. They want to manipulate you, they want to control you. You're getting difficult to control, but you don't have sense. That is why the more you depend on the Westerner, the more it's easier for them to control you. That's why they brought GMO food, so they can use it to control you. Tomorrow now, if there is war in any African country, because that thing is a seed, the seed, you will just go and buy it from a company. So if there is war in any African country, the only thing that they can do to you to wipe you out is to deny you access to food. Once you stay hungry for 3 days or 1 week, you just die off. The only way for them to control you is to use food now to control you. just the way Barack Obama did to Jonathan. In 2009, there was Boko Haram. Jonathan wanted to buy weapons from America to fight Boko Haram. America refused to sell weapons to Nigeria. They declined it. They refused to sell weapons to Nigeria. Why? So that Boko Haram can wipe you off. Because they have openly come out and tell you that our goal is to reduce your population because you people are growing too fast. So America refused to sell weapons to Nigeria in 2009 when the Boko Haram was killing people, adopting a lot of people every day. America refused to sell weapons. Look at what happened in Biafra war. Biafra sent money to, I don't know who they sent money to buy weapons to fight Nigeria government. They refused to bring back the weapons they bought. They sent money for weapon to fight Nigeria government. The people that they sent the money to seized the money and refused to send weapons to Biafra people. So Biafra people have to rush and start to manufacture their own weapons to fight Nigeria. So they refuse to sell weapons. They want them to kill you off, but you don't have sense. If you see any head of state in Africa accepting GMO food, know that they are very foolish, because any head of state that have sense will not accept any GMO food, because the work of the Westerner is to control you. You're getting difficult every day to control. Your population is rising every day. So they are panicking. What are we going to do to reduce this people population? Because maybe tomorrow, maybe if they become 4 or 5 billion people, it will become very difficult for us to control. We can't control them again. All of them will break away from neocolonialism. So they are doing research every day. How can we control these people? They brought social media so they can use for a way to look for another ideology to distract you. They brought Best Ninja to look for a way to distract you, to control you. But they see that their plans is fading. It's fading every time. So they are looking for new ways, new research to look for a way to control you. But most of you don't have sense. You carry Bible, you read Bible every day. You have never taken an history book to read. You have never read your own history, your own African history books. You read Westerner history books. You read Western books. You have not read Africa Must Unite by Kwame Nkrumah. You have not read Things Fall Apart by Chinua Achebe. You have not read any African books. You don't want to know your own history. You want to know the history of the white people. May God save us, or else we will all perish because of our foolishness, because we keep rejecting knowledge. You accept Western books, you reject your books. That is why if you go to most schools today, the textbook they are using, the novels they are using, it was written by a white man. You don't use your own indigenous books. How do you expect to have sense? How do you expect to have knowledge when you don't even study your own books? Africans, we need to wake up. We need to wake up. We need to wake up and start asking questions. Start reading books. Start reading our own books, not reading books, our own books, our own indigenous books. Start reading our own African books and not books written by white fools. We have to wake up, or else time will come, to be too late. Time may come, it will be too late. Peace out.